Good morning, I'm Angelo Castro III.
I'm Angela and we are the Castros.
Happy Friday, everyone. And since it's a Friday, we're joined by Buddha's Belly.
Of
Our friends from Buddha's Belly sent
course.
over yummy food. Ano ba ang pinadala,
Of
Angel?
course, Xiaolongbao, hakaw, fried rice.
Dim sum platter.
Yes, we have lumpia, we have tofu,
Of course,
and ito.
chicken feet, Adidas.
Ayun.
Ayan. So maraming salamat kay Marjorie and kay Jerry for facilitating this wonderful food.
Yes.
And of course, Friday, madami tayong pag-uusapan. Meron tayong impeachment watch, meron tayong water cannon watch. Oo.
Ano pa?
Harry Roque watch. So, tingnan natin kung pasok sila sa mga
Kasama ba
kwento.
sila sa top 10 natin?
O, sa top 10. Ayan. So, ayun, let's move forward. We're serving you news in a countdown.
All that before your second cup of coffee. This is Brunch. Okay, before we start our countdown, let's have an update on the road accident in Quezon City last night. The truck driver who fled the scene after the accident has surrendered to the police this morning. The unidentified driver went to the Quezon City Police District Traffic Unit after authorities were looking for him since last night. Authorities said the truck lost control of its brake and it caused it to plow through other vehicles. 4 people died from the major road accident involving a passenger bus, a 10-wheeler closed van, an L300 van, 5 cars, and 16 motorcycles. 2 of casualties are a married couple. 25 people were injured from the incident and are currently receiving hospital treatment. Yeah. Nakita ko kasi ito, di ba, dun sa Viber group ng village natin, pinag-uusapan nila na na-traffic sila dun sa area and then they found out kaya pala na grabe yung traffic dun sa area na yun because of this accident.
Ang masakit pa doon yung mga nadamay na wala naman ginagawa. Di ba? Driving, tapos here comes a truck na hindi properly maintained, hits another car, that car hits another car, tapos nadamay na kayong lahat.
Yung ibang mga naka-witness nun talagang nakita daw nila paano yung sa term ng Tagalog inararo. 'Di ba? Yung mga sasakyan doon sa
Mabilis
aksidente.
yung
Even the 16 motorcycles, yun yung mga
Mabilis yung truck.
4 dead ha.
Mabilis yung truck.
Oo,
In the
kung
first
ganun,
place, if mga drivers natin, I don't know kung anong tinatakbo niya, pero to cause something this big na may chain reaction, humahataw siya. Kahit sabihin mo pa yung brake mo is may problema, faulty, dapat hinay-hinay ka lang magmaneho.
Tama. Pero buti nga sumuko na yung driver kasi last night when
Nawala daw.
Oo, ito nung nag-break itong news na to, nawala yung driver sa scene doon sa area. Pero ngayon nag-surrender na siya. Siguro natakot din siya.
Kakalungkot. Anyway, let's start our countdown. Now, let's start our countdown with the still trending cheating issue of Maris Racal and Anthony Jennings. A lawyer said Jennings' ex-girlfriend Jan Villanueva could face charges for posting the screenshots of the love team's private conversation. Attorney Jesus Falcis said Villanueva might have violated the Data Privacy Act. This is because she posted the screenshots without the permission from Jennings or Racal. The lawyer said the screenshots can only be used as pieces of evidence for a criminal case. Falcis added that Villanueva cannot use the cheating issue as her excuse for posting the screenshots.
We understand that, if a person was cheated on, he or she goes through emotional turmoil and they, on impulse, might post. Pero yun nga, they might not know, legally, sila pa yung baka mabaliktad.
Oo nga.
Kahit daw na, kunyari, may katotohanan, no? 'Di ba? Yung, kunyari, sa isang sitwasyon, may katotohanan yung nilabas mo sa social media. Yung kabilang panig, pwede pa rin magsampa sa'yo ng demanda na cyber libel.
Tsaka pag umabot daw sa court yung ganyan, it's up to the appreciation naman of the judge. Kasi sometimes kino-consider naman ng judge, ano ba ang mental state mo? Kasi if it's meron kang guilt because of passion, minsan pinabibigyan ng mga judge yan. Oo. Pero just the same, pag bigo ka sa pag-ibig, huwag ka na mag-post.
Oo.
Diba?
Pero yun pala, no, sinasabi nila, paano niya kasi, kunyari, yung iba nagtatanong, paano ko naman madedemanda, let's say, for example, boyfriend ko lang naman siya, na nag-cheat siya sa akin.
Pwede naman daw, it doesn't
Yung pala
matter.
pwede. Kasi nung una, pwedeng sabihin nila, ay, hindi naman sila legally married or whatsoever. So, pwede daw through vowsy.
Oo.
Pwede doon mag-file ng kaso yung
Kasi
babae
emotional,
na biktima.
emotional damage, emotional pain.
Damage, diba? Oo. Pero yun nga, ang lesson dito. Well, hopefully, ma-resolve nila to, diba, peacefully and privately.
Madaming
Kanila
lesson
nila
dito natututunan and para sa ating mga kababayan.
Anong
no?
lesson?
Huwag tayong
Mag-delete, Char.
Huwag makikialam sa buhay ng may buhay.
Kala ko mag-delete ng mga messages.
No, hindi. I mean, di ba? Nanggaling, of course, na-experience ko rin yung other side.
Ang alin?
Being in the actor side, mga chismis. So, ang maganda dyan, huwag makialam sa buhay ng may buhay. Di ba? Hindi porket may social media account kayo, may right na kayong pag-usapan ng mga ganyan. Hindi nyo alam ang pain or dinadaan ng mga tao. Kung kayo kaya pag-usapan, di ba?
Basta hopefully itong tatlo na to, they could finally, resolve this issue between themselves peacefully and who knows, diba? I don't know.
I-resolve nyo na yan. Itigil nyo na yung pang-aaway-aaway na yan. Dami na
Hindi kasi ang nangyayari ngayon sinasabi na, bakit ba laging sinisisi na lang lagi yung babae? Bakit puro babae na lang lagi yung sinisisi doon sa, kunyari, sa cheating allegations? May kasalanan din naman yung lalaki. So, let's break the norm let's break the patriarchy and sisihin din. Kasi it takes two to tango. Yun ang sinasabi din ng mga netizen natin.
And let them deal with their own problems. Huwag na let's break the norm of making pakialam other people. May buhay na may buhay. Sinabi na nga ni Father Orbos yan
Naku,
diba?
yan na siya.
Diba sabi ni Father Orbos yan
Naku, nilabasan na ako ng Father Orbos. Mamaya, baka maglabas pa ng Bible si Jacob.
Bakit? Masama ba
hindi na, kasi
maglabas ng faith?
No, it's not. I'm just saying, wala na ako masasabi nun. Talo na ako talaga. I will rest my case. Diba? So, next in our countdown. All right, next in our countdown, consumers will have to shell out more for electricity by January 2025. This comes after the Energy Regulatory Commission, or ERC, approved the collection of some 3 billion pesos from households. This is the amount needed for power generators and suppliers to comply with market requirements and participate in the reserve trading. The ERC explained that the deferred payments stemmed from the moratorium imposed in March this year. Ako, maganda na tayo next year. Lahat na tumataas.
Undeferred lang naman kasi yan.
Yeah.
This should have been this year So in fairness naman, it's
So that,
wag
at
na
least
natin
kahit paano
i-delay.
kayo Pasko.
Hindi, wag na natin i-delay. Siguro,
Tapusin na natin
Tapusin na natin to. At saka, kung gusto nyo ng service na maganda, to na tuloy-tuloy, na ma-maintain, di ba, sa power sector, we have to pay the corresponding fees. Ika nga yan, thank you na lang na hindi nangyari during Christmas. Okay.
Let's continue with our countdown.
On our 8th spot are persons with disabilities or PWDs. Over 500,000 PWDs could not avail of their health benefits and other privileges last year due to technical errors in the government's digital registry system. This is what the Commission on Audit, or COA, revealed on its annual report on the National Council on Disability Affairs. COA said 33% of all registered PWDs in the country were not included in the Philippine Registry for Persons with Disabilities due to local government units' data migration problems. These problems include the lack of basic computer equipment, overwhelmed central database system, and inconsistent ID number formats. The registry is used to verify a PWD's PhilHealth claims and for other agencies' programs. Ay, nako.
Grabe naman itong mga ito, no? Grabe. Mas marami pa yung mga fake IDs dun sa mga legit na IDs na talagang nangangailangan ng discount.
Pero hindi. Ang issue dito in general, yung system cannot cope up with programs. Ano naman kasi, alam naman natin from the start, when we implement certain programs, may kaakibat na na other systems sa kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin. Ano naman to? Simple system of data, gathering, migration, and safekeeping. Di natin
Pero ang sinasabi nga daw during the hearing doon sa Senate kay Senator Gatchalian na yung dapat daw yung ngayon kasi nasa Department of Health yung registration ng mga PWD card. So ngayon ang gagawin na lang ipapasa, i-handle yan ng National Council on Disability Affairs, which is okay para nakasentro doon. Kasi dami na ginagawa ng DOH, 'di ba? So ang nangyayari ngayon on the other side of yung perspective nito, ang daming naluluging mga restaurants or yung mga tumataas yung presyo nila kasi nga dito sa mga fake IDs ay pinapakita, no? Government lost 88 billion in 2023 due to fake PWD IDs.
Oh, pero yung sa issue mismo, yung sa data registry system error, 'di ba? Alam naman natin may programa tayong ganito. Yung mga basic system hindi natin maayos. Very dangerous 'yan eh. Okay. Anyway, to get more insights about this, we have Glenda Reliova. She is the Executive Director of the National Council on Disability Affairs, or NCDA.
All right, good morning. Thanks for joining us again.
Good morning, Ma'am Angela and Sir Diego. Thank you for having NCDA today.
Of
Thank you.
course. O, syempre po, hingin ko lang din po muna yung reaction nyo dito sa report ng COA.
I checked it, I verified it with the staff of NCDA since I just arrived 2024 po. So ano ba itong background itong audit na ito? So apparently this was a report ng COA sa kanila sometime in 2023. So kung ito ay inilabas ni COA ng 2023, the audit was made in 2022. And totoo naman po na nung 2022 is sobrang mababa po talaga yung nandoon sa registry. And nung 2023, with the initiative of NCDA to distribute computers po sa ating mga LGU para po magkaroon ng dedicated system po sila sa pag-upload and storage of the informations of persons with disability, makita po natin yung surge ng uploading nitong 2023 na meron po tayong na-upload na 570,707 po, which is more than yun pong sinasabi ni COA na 500,000. And as we speak po, ang total data na po natin nung 2022 is only 400,000. Ngayon po ang data po natin is 1,949,287 na po.
Sa tala niyo po, Ma'am Glenda, ilan po ang mga LGUs na hindi pa rin compliant sa basic system na kailangan para at least mag-safekeep ng itong mga data na kailangan for this program to run smoothly?
Meron po tayo ditong computers pa na natitira, which is for 175 LGUs dahil hindi pa po sila nakakapag-submit sa amin ng documentary requirements for us to donate the computer. So roughly around meron din pong ilang LGU na kahit na po nakapagbigay na kami ng computer, hindi pa rin nakakapag-upload. So this commensurates to around 200 LGUs po na zero pa rin yung uploading po natin sa systems po ng PRPWD, which can be seen as a webpage po ng Department of Health and mirrored sa NCDA webpage.
And Ma'am Glenda, in the meantime, yung mga fellow PWDs natin na very critical ang mga benefits na kailangan nilang matanggap, hindi nila makukuha. Ano po pwede nilang gawin or ano yung tulong na maibibigay sa kanila? At least man lang, there is something that they are receiving.
Sa current system po kasi ngayon, dun sa system po ng Department of Health, it's only the LGU who can have direct access or encoding power po dito po sa system na ito para po hindi po magkaroon ng data breach at saka po hindi po manipulate ng kahit na sino itong data na ito. Kaya po pag nakaka-receive po kami ng complaint, we are urging them, yung pong persons with disability, to go directly to the Disability Affairs Office kung saan po sila nakatirang municipality. And we are also capacitating din naman po, tayo po ay nakikipag-usap ng malimit sa ating mga persons with disability affairs offices na ano po ba yung kailangan nilang technical assistance sa NCDA. Kung kinakailangan po namin silang babain, binababa po yan ng ating mga regional programs coordinator para matulungan po sila sa kanilang mga problema ng encoding.
Miss Glenda, I think kayo po yung nag-suggest nito na ilipat na lang yung Philippine Registry for Persons with Disabilities from Department of Health to NCDA para mas ma-focus yung attention. No? Kasi marami na rin ginagawa kasi ang Department of Health eh.
Opo. Actually po, it stems from the request of our Secretary Rex Gatchalian, to have full access po sana kami sa data. Kasi para po magamit namin ng data sa pagpoprogram po at paggagawa ng serbisyo na scientifically inaral dahil backup po ng data. Kasi nung dumating po ako sa NCDA, wala po kaming access. So ang hinihingi po namin ay full access lang
Right.
po dun sa data or co-management ng data. Hanggang sa overtime, ang ginawa na po ni DOH ay pumayag na po sila na ilipat po sa amin dito sa NCDA kasi para po matutukan po talaga namin at ma-monitor namin ano ba yung mga gaps, even po yung mga LGU po na hindi nakakasubmit, matutukan po namin sila na we don't need to write a request for them to access the data po.
Isa din po sa nakikita nilang problema dito, yung mga fake o yung mga illegitimate na mga PWD IDs na binibenta daw po online, no? Ang prices daw po would range 500 to 2,500. At ang sinasabi daw po dito ay may mga koneksyon sa LGU, yung mga nagbebenta. Meron na po ba tayong update regarding that?
Aside po dun sa mga coordination na ginagawa din po sa atin ng mga establishments and also yun pong mga isinusulat po sa amin, ang NCDA po kasi wala po kaming police power. Wala din po
Yes.
kaming quasi-judicial power to do that. Even the law, yung pong RA 7277 doesn't have any penal provision. So what we can do is to coordinate talaga with LGU and invoke yung provision on the revised penal code, Article 172, yun pong paggamit po ng fake documents or falsification of public document. And in this instance, ang po pwede pong mag-file ng kaso ay ang LGU na nag-issue ng ID or yung finake yung ID nila kasi this is their public document, this is their property.
Right,
And
oo.
under Article 172, sila po yung lumalabas na party injured by the activity nitong mga nagpe-fake ng ID. And just to update po, meron na po tayong pending bill dito sa ating lower house under the Committee on Persons with Disability na nag-include po tayo ng stricter penal provisions on the use of fake IDs, paggagawa ng fake ID, misrepresentation ng isang tao na wala namang kapansanan pero kiniklaim niya na may kapansanan siya. Facilitation po, ito po yung mga nag-issue, mga official na nag-issue ng ID na hindi naman dapat at siguro kasama na rin po dito yung pag-i-issue ng diagnosis na maaaring fake yung diagnosis or may misdiagnose po siguro. Opo.
Oo, may mga ganun din ng
Yeah.
mga pagkakataon. Ano po ba yung dito, Miss Glenda, no? Yung pinaka-implication na kapag po, yung hindi po makapag-avail ng health benefits din po, yung mga PWD natin ng mga kapatid, and ganun din po yung mga tungkol din po sa mga taxes na dapat ay para po sa kanila.
Opo, unang-una, lahat po tayo nagsasuffer dito. Kasi po yung pong discount 75% or doon sa 20% po nun, which is 15%, kina-carry po ito ng mga establishment. So hindi po kasi 100% deductible yung pong discounts and yung VAT po na binibigay nila. So kahapon nga po dun sa public hearing, dinetermine na some of the establishment perhaps ay nagdadagdag ng amount para po makover nila itong mga losses na hindi naman talaga nila na-deduct sa tax. So tayo din yung nagki-carry ng burden. And of course, also the Philippine government, lumiliit po yung tax natin kung hindi nakakabayad dun sa 12% na tax. So lahat po tayo nagki-carry nito. And the proliferation of ID sheds doubt po sa mga pagka-access ng ating mga legitimate persons with disability kasi dahil madaming fake na ID, kinakailangan i-verify pa ng ng mga establishment na dati naman ay hindi na ginagawa dahil kokonti lang silang gumagamit at makikita naman po yung parang authenticity ng IDs nila.
Alright, sige. Siguro patuloy po kami makipag-ugnayan sa inyo regarding this, but hopefully talagang maayos po natin yung sistema nito kasi kawawa din po yung ating mga kapatid na PWD. On that note, maraming salamat po sa inyo, NCDA Executive Director Glenda Relova. Thank you, ma'am.
Maraming salamat po, mabuhay po kayo.
Imagine, di ba? Yung mga nag-fake talaga ng ID, 500 to 2,500. Tapos, kaakibat pa nito, aside dun sa mga fake IDs, yung sistema.
Kapal na mukha nyo para makalibre yung parking. Yan, mamimeke ka
Parking.
ng ID. Bigyan nyo na sa mga kapwa natin
Discount
PWD.
sa pagkain, grocery.
Eh baka gusto nyo, pilayan ko na kayo para
Grabe.
matulungan kayo PWD.
Grabe.
Hindi nakakairita kasi linoloko mo ang kababayan
Alam mo,
natin.
nagsasuffer
Tunay
yung-
na PWD.
Nagsasuffer yung mga restaurants, tapos yung mga supermarkets. Kasi yan, mga tumatanggap
Yeah,
sila
more
ng
than that, yung
PWD
forecast,
IDs.
kasi may forecast budget for that.
Yes.
Nauubos yung forecast budget because na may increase because may mga fake.
Totoo.
Oo,
Tapos
eh,
yung mga supplies nga daw ng medicines na supposedly nga para sa mga PWD, hindi na ibibigay sa kanila kasi kinukuha ng mga merong fake
Sa isang
PWD
mall nga
ID.
PWD parking, may nakita ko bumaba ng car, di ba? Pagbaba ng car, macho. May dalang gym bag.
Dapat pinicturean
Hindi,
mo
may dalang gym bag, pero may PWD sticker siya sa harap. Oo.
Ano kaya yun?
Ewan
Hindi
ko.
kasi pero minsan, di ba, meron
pero
mga
makikita mo naman, a few parking slots away, may naka-wheelchair. Tapos yung naka-gym bag, na naka-park mas malapit
Pero
sa door.
minsan na merong
Nakairita.
mga PWD ID na hindi nyo nakikita physically, like yung mga bipolar, may mental disorder, kasama yun sa PWD.
Let's define it lang. Let's just define ko ano ba talaga.
Alright, coming up. Vice President Sara Duterte may have indirect allies in the upper chamber amid possible impeachment.
And House lawmakers met with President Marcos for a fellowship. Did they talk about Duterte's possible impeachment? Possible impeachment.
Fellowship lang naman pala.
Karaoke night.
Oo, kayo talaga.
Karaoke night. Hindi sila nag-usap.
Kayo talaga. We are just getting started, mga kapatid. More of our top 10 news and Brunch returns. Keep it here on One News. still watching Brunch here on One News. Good morning.
Nagahang yung check ko sana yung mga...
Alin? Oh.
Siomay.
Sorry.
Kumain ako ng siomay.
Tinawanan. Ay, sige.
Ang sarap eh.
Oh, okay. So maraming salamat kay Marjorie Tan ng Buddha's Belly for sending these over. Ngayon, sisimulan ko na nga pagkain eh. Pero mag-hi muna ako sa mga brunchies natin sa YouTube. Si Gary Co, Ronald Maxtay, Alex Fuentes, si Mark Santiago, Summer Cabrera, Kaiser Montero,
DJ.
Takumi, yan, nanonood yan sa atin. Si Tita Daisy, Tito Naldi, Tito Nito,
Mio,
Tita Ivy,
Tasha.
of course, Mio, Tasha, and Marisol, Mina Benales, and the rest of our Jessie Mendez family, and Tita Esther Abaya. Si Ralph
Morning.
Domingo, sino pa ba? Si Gary Field.
Si Mother Earth. Mami Ivy.
Yes, sino pa ba? Naano mo na ba si Gary Field, si Ralph Domingo, si Sam Pokemon Go, ayan. Tsaka si Migs Ebron.
Good morning sa inyo lahat.
Morning. Oh, ang kalat nung kanin ko. Kain kasi kami kanina. Alright, let's continue with our countdown. Going straight now to our top 7, American vlogger Elliot O'Neill Eastman, who was kidnapped in Zamboanga del Norte, is now feared dead. The PNP Region 9 says a witness informed them about the death of Eastman on the night of his abduction. He was abducted by 4 men in front of his residence in Sitio Tungawan, Barangay Poblacion last October. Police clarified, though, that the case is not yet considered closed as his body was yet to be found.
Nabaril po siya during sa pag-abduct sa kanya at nung pumalaot na po yung mga nag-abduct sa kanya, napansin po nila later on na yun nga patay na nga po si Elliot Eastman. So ang ginawa po daw nila, itinapon nila sa tubig yung katawan ni Elliot Eastman.
Yun yung yun actually yung naisip ng ibang tao kasi no immediate ransom was sent. Usually kasi pag kidnap yan, ayan ang intention ng grupo na yan. Walang, pumasabi ng police, parang naglihi sila sa protocol ng pagkikidnap nila. Kasi meron silang ugali na pagka-kidnap, meron...
May contact agad.
May contact agad, but walang contact. So, based pa sa stories at witness accounts, the moment they kidnapped him, nabaril kasi lumaban si Eastman. Malaking tao to . Malaki katawan nito, lumaban daw. Para isubdue daw siya, binaril siya, I think, sa leg or somewhere sa leg.
Sa leg tsaka dito yata, sa right side.
Ayun, siguro he bled out. He bled out during the transport. Tapos nakita na lang siya na patay na, tinapon na lang. So no ransom was sent already.
Ever,
No contact with the family happened, di ba?
Di ba prior to his abduction,
May
I think
vlog pa
that's
siya.
October 12 kasi the abduction happened October 17, no? Yung pagkakuha sa kanya. October 12, if I'm not mistaken, he released a video saying na he is scared. He feared for his life kasi meron nga daw ng mga kalalakihan doon na masama na yung tingin sa kanya, umaali-aligid na.
Yeah.
So sabi niya, if something happens, 'di ba? Yun daw yung kinatatakutan niya.
Yeah, he said
Ilang years na ba siya sa Philippines?
I'm
Sa
not
Zamboanga
sure.
particularly. Pero may asawa siya, di ba?
Yeah, oo. He moved to that area kasi taga dyan ata yung asawa niya. And he already said from the start, hindi siya na magugulat sa isang vlog niya kung makidnap siya. True enough. Initially sa isip ng mga ibang tao, parang is this another ploy for content?
Nung una no?
But no. He already noticed changes in behavior daw. Mamimili lang daw siya sa isang mini grocery, iba na ang tingin.
Pero sana
Not the
kung
usual.
lumapit siya sa authorities, no?
Parang may kinausap daw siya sa barangay or something, I'm not sure.
Pero hindi siya pinakinggan.
I don't know kasi ano yung exact story. Basta ang alam ko lang kasi yung based sa yung video na in-upload niya.
Kasi pag ganun, pwede ka rin humingi ng
tulong.
Di ba? Pero yun nga, syempre, kawawa din yung family nila kasi hindi nila
We were hoping for the best. We were
diba?
hoping for the best, but alam naman natin from the start, kung kidnap nga ito, wala naman ransom pinadala, the worst could have happened already.
Alright, let's continue with our countdown.
Still hot at the 6th spot, 187 POGO employees were deported yesterday back to China. 190 POGO workers were originally scheduled to be deported yesterday, but 3 of them were left here due to pending documents. These foreign employees used to work in raided POGOs in Cebu, Tarlac, and Pampanga. Once they arrive in China, POGO workers will face investigations for their alleged involvement in online scamming activities. Alam naman natin, kahit legal POGO kasi sa China, bawal. That's why dito nila ginagawa.
Kaya pagdating nila doon daw, hindi sila victim. Criminal sila kaagad ang turing doon.
Kaya nga, di ba, there was talk na baka tumakbo si Alice Guo daw sa China. But sabi ng iba,
Hindi
no,
nila kakandungin yan.
she will not do that because China is very strict on gambling. The mere fact that you're involved kahit in legal gambling, pagpasok mo daw sa China, illegal lang ginawa mo. So, iwasan nila yan.
So, yun nga, kasi 'di ba alam naman natin yung sinabi ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos during his SONA nung July, 'di ba, iba na nga daw itong mga POGOs na 'to, naglabas sila ng executive orders 24 at sabi nga ng PAOK din hanggang December 31 na lang, pero dun sa mga hindi pa susuko or mag-downgrade ng kanilang mga visa o yung mga undocumented pa rin, talagang magkakaroon na ng mga pagtugis next year. 'Di ba? So ngayon kasi medyo, 'di ba, yung iba, yung madala sa kanila, yung karamihan sa kanila, tayo pa nga gumagastos yung pera ng gobyerno, pinapakain sila, 'di ba? Hinahouse sila sa immigration if I'm not mistaken. Tapos of course, ngayon, yung iba, yung mga pamilya nila may iwan dito kasi yung iba dito ng mga workers nakapag-asawa na. Oo. Tapos yung iba nga na-interview na kasama sa mga may asawa na Chinese na ipapapa-deport, umiiyak kasi sabi nila na nasali lang daw sila, they were just honeymooning dun sa hotel or kung saan man yung malapit yung na-raid. Tapos porket Chinese daw, nakasama na sila sa POGO. Yun yung mga sinasabi ng ibang mga families. May iwan dito, pati yung mga naging anak nila. Di ba kasi pa-deport sila doon. And yun nga, pag-usapan din natin yung yung panukalang batas, 'di ba, tungkol dito sa POGO, yung pag-ban talaga ng POGO, gawin ng batas.
We expect that sa
sa next Congress, kasi sabi nila para pag susunod na presidente,
hindi ma-rescind o ma-revoke yung executive order kasi for now kasi yung pag-remove ng legal POGOs is under the executive order ni PBBM.
And right now, there are still yung mga clandestine na mga POGO operators
Run by Filipinos.
Oo, marami pa rin daw ngayon ng mga liit-liit dyan sa tabi-tabi. Kaya yung mga isa sa mga tinutugis ngayon ng PAOK.
Alright, let's move on.
Now, on our top 5 is Alice Guo. The dismissed mayor has pleaded not guilty to her material misrepresentation charge. Guo was arraigned before the Capas Regional Trial Court, Branch 66, where she made her plea. The COMELEC has accused Guo of violating the Omnibus Election Code for allegedly lying in her certificate of candidacy. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia said Guo's not guilty plea was expected. Garcia added that they will pursue the case against the dismissed mayor until the very end. Isa lamang to
One of the
many cases niya, meron pa siya yung mga
citizenship issues, human trafficking,
diba?
Sa POGO issue.
May issue pa siya sa money laundering, lahat na. Pero ito muna, dahil nga yung sa COMELEC sila yung unang nag-file nito. Diba kasi nakita ng sa NBI, mayroong isang Alice Guo na same din
sa Alice Leal Guo, same fingerprint.
Same fingerprints. Alam naman natin na hindi mo na kahit magpalit ka pa ng pangalan, kahit magpalit ka pa ng muka, 'di ba? Pero ang fingerprint mo iisa lang 'yan.
Paano ko binalatan ko yung fingerprint ko?
It's still there.
Hindi, binalatan ko. Di ba ginawa ni Tom Cruise yun sa Mission Impossible?
Movie lang yun.
Gusto mo i-testing?
No. Pero ayan, yan po yung update ngayon. In-update lang natin sila about Alice Guo kasi naluluma na si Alice.
Hindi, speaking of another update, ito, sa susunod natin, isa pang update. Placing at the fourth spot is ang nagbabalik na Arnie Teves. The Justice Department reported that Timor-Leste has granted again the request to extradite the expelled lawmaker. DOJ expressed its gratitude to the government of our Southeast Asian neighbor for ruling again in favor of us. Recall that Teves' legal team challenged the government's extradition request. Teves has been charged for the murder of former Negros Oriental Governor Roel Digamo and others in March 2023. The government has also designated him as a terrorist. Teves' camp has yet to comment about this matter. Ayan, magbabalik na rin to.
Oo, yan pa. Yan yung na-delay lang naman yung unang extradition pero na-request ng Pilipinas. Pero ngayon, Eto na.
Sayang
Tingnan natin.
walang magsasalubong kay former congressman at
Sino
sabihin,
ba dapat magsasalo?
ikaw talaga, Arnie. Wala na kasi si
Wala na siya.
DILG Sec eh.
Wala na.
Tatakbo ng senador.
Oo.
Pero okay, sana ganun, di ba? Ikaw talaga, Arnie. Ikaw, Arnie.
Pero wala pa yata wala pang comment si Pamplona Mayor, Janice Tigao.
Wala pang reaction to this. I don't know kung...
Kasi ito talaga inaantay nila. Diba? Tapos kung kailan talaga yung balik niya dito.
Also, this gives former congressman a chance to explain his side naman.
Oo naman.
On the issue,
Oo,
di ba?
oo. Kasi for context ng inaakusahan nga po ito si Arnie Teves. Former congressman na siya, Arnulfo Teves.
Oo, yung
being the
wipe
mastermind.
Yung pag-wipe out kay Governor Ruel de Gamo and a few others.
Yes, siya daw yung mastermind.
During I think it was a program or aid sa bahay ata, sa garahe or something like that.
So, yun. Kaya, di ba ilang beses siya nga na pinapapunta dito? I mean, sa Congress noon, hanggang sa nasuspend siya. Tapos ngayon, natanggal na siya bilang congressman doon nga. Alright, let's continue with our countdown. Now, on our top 3, the Philippine government is set to file another diplomatic protest against China following 2 recent incidents of harassment in the West Philippine Sea. Here's the report.
BRP Datu Pagbuhay returned to its home port in Orion, Bataan on Thursday. The vessel's damage from China's harassment was evident. Chinese Coast Guards rammed and used water cannons against the ship. Datu Pagbuhay's air conditioning system and navigational features were severely damaged. Authorities said repairs may cost millions of pesos. As of Thursday night, BRP Datu Romapenet was on its way back to Escoda Shoal. The ship was also damaged after being rammed by Chinese Coast Guard. China insisted that the Philippine vessel was the one that instigated the tension, but the Philippine Coast Guard rejected this.
You saw how small the BFAR vessel is compared to the Chinese Coast Guard. May maniniwala ba sa atin if we're going to say, BFAR vessel, pinaalis ang China Coast Guard sa BBM, right?
The Foreign Affairs Department, for its part, will file a new diplomatic protest. DFA Secretary Manalo added that he will meet with the Chinese ambassador to explain the country's position. The National Maritime Council reiterated that our presence in the area is legal. They maintain, though, that the country will address the issue in a peaceful manner.
So pag tinapat mo ang gray sa gray, it can escalate the situation. You do not know what will happen because that's where the misunderstanding, the miscalculation of information, can come in and escalate the situation exponentially.
For News 5, Gerard de la Peña, we are One News.
Alright, don't go away because we're not done yet. May dalawa pa tayo. Stay with us.
Ay, hindi. Akala ko kakanta tayo. Uy, pero
Yun ang ano natin,
welcome back.
Yan yung Christmas jingle ng MVP.
Oo, MVP Group of Companies. Of course, batiin lang din natin si Marjorie Tan ng Buddha's Belly. Siya po ang nagpadala nitong ating mga masasarap na pagkain sa harapan natin. We have dim sum, fried dim sum. We have lumpia, we have tofu, fried rice, and of course, yung xiaolongbao. And my favorite, hakaw.
Yung Adidas.
Oo, ay, tsaka Adidas, nakalimutan ko.
Madaming collagen yan.
Oo nga daw eh. O, batiin mo lang ulit yung ating mga
Oy,
regular
si Mina Beñales pala ng Jesse Mendez family. Magandang umaga, Mina Beñales, si Sam Pokemon Go, Ralph Domingo. Magandang umaga, Migs Ebron, kumparing Migs. Kamusta ka na, Migs?
Si Tita Esther Abaya,
Mami
sa
Ivy,
Pokemon
si
Go,
Mother Earth.
Ralph
Good morning.
Domingo. Okay.
Sige, let's go. Let's move on.
Antipolo is living up to its reputation as the pilgrimage capital of the country. Recently, the LGU unveiled a giant Christmas tree made from recycled materials. Para bigyan ng mukha ang balita, Mobile Journal, Ivan Tarinque.
Ilang tulog na lang at magpapasko na. Kaya naman kaliwat ka na pagbubukas ng mga naglalakihang Christmas tree. Ang pakulo ng iba, giant Christmas tree na gawa sa recycled materials.
Kumukuti-kutitap ng mga Christmas display at isang 55 foot snow cap Christmas tree na may temang White Christmas. Ito ang mga sasalubong sa inyo ngayon sa Sumulong Park sa pilgrimage capital of the Philippines, Antipolo. Ang mas kahanga-hanga pa rito, ang higanteng Christmas tree na nagsisilbing sentro ng atraksyon sa parke ay gawa mula sa mga recycled materials gaya ng plastic bottles. Nakamit ito sa bayanihan ng mga empleyado ng City Hall, materials recovery facilities ng lungsod, at mga junk shop owners sa Antipolo. Ang proyektong ito ay bahagi ng Yes to Green program ng lungsod na layuning pangalagaan ng kalikasan at itaguyod ang pagre-recycle. Sa ganda ng display, maraming bisita ang hindi makapaniwalang gawa ito sa libo-libo recyclable plastics at non-plastic materials.
First look, akala mo talaga parang mamahali na materials yung ginamit. Sino ba namang makakapag-isip na recycled materials pala gawa yung ganyang kagandang Christmas tree dito?
Pwede ring pasukin ng ilalim ng higanting Christmas tree. Mala Winter Wonderland ang eksena. Dahil meron pang Santa Claus at ilang mga snowman, mapabata o matanda, talagang abala sa pagkuha ng pictures at selfies. Ang iba naman, dumiretso mula sa trabaho para mag-unwind at mag-relax kasama ang kanilang pamilya.
Kagaya ngayon, nakalalabas ko lang sa work, inaya ko sila, sabi ko, lakad-lakad kami, sightseeing, ganyan, para ma-refresh naman yung namin.
Libre ang pagbisita sa park araw-araw at bukas ang ilaw mula 5 p.m. hanggang 11 p.m. tuwing Lunes hanggang Huwebes. Tuwing Biyernes hanggang Linggo naman, extended hanggang 12 midnight ang mga ilaw nito. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Tara na sa Antipolo.
Sa darating na Pasko, huwag po natin kalimutan na mag-recycle ng mga bagay na pwede pang mapakinabangan para hindi lang merry ang inyong Christmas, nakatulong pa kayo kay inang kalikasan. Mobile Journal, Ivan Tarinque po, hatid ang mukha ng balita.
Wala nang makapagpipigil pa.
Yan na, Sumulong Park
Pasko
po
na.
yan. Maganda puntahan yan kasi Antipolo, maganda rin ang weather dyan, malamig-lamig. So, may Christmas feels.
55 feet na Christmas tree na gawa sa basura.
Parang gusto ko dumaan dyan para i-video.
Oo, sige, punta ka. Gagamitin mo yung drone.
Oo. Sasabit ako sa drone para ako lumipad.
Alright, let's continue with our countdown.
Now on our top two, Vice President Sara Duterte may have indirect allies amid the possible impeachment. Iglesia ni Cristo vowed to hold a rally against Duterte's impeachment. It says there are more important issues that the government should be focusing on.
Ang Iglesia ni Cristo po ay para sa kapayapaan. Ayaw namin, ayaw po natin sa anumang uri ng kaguluhan na manggagaling sa kanino mang panig. Pabor kami sa opinyon ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na no to impeachment.
Former Senate President Mig Zubiri is also not keen on supporting any ouster move. He claimed that several of his colleagues at the Senate share the same sentiment.
We cannot take political sides. Because if there is a valid and verified impeachment complaint that will go to the Senate, we as jurors have to be very impartial about it. So I'm not taking any sides here. Ayaw ko lang sana magkagulo, no, at this point.
You're not taking any sides and yet your pronouncement sounds so different. Alam mo,
Sabi nga ni, di ba, Senate President Jesus Cordero,
Quiet.
dapat wag muna makapag-interview,
Alam mo,
magsalita yung mga senador.
I understand this is divisive. This is a divisive practice and it's a political practice. But then again, there's a reason why impeachment was placed inside the Constitution among other parameters in the Constitution. Not only here, also in Korea, South Korea, in the US. It's because it's a deterrent. Meaning, what do you mean deterrent? It deters our top officials who are elected from doing illegal things and deterring them because they can be removed from office. Meron accountability. Ngayon, kung makita ng mga politiko natin na ayaw natin gawin yan dahil divisive to election na or kulang sa oras, di I can continue to do bad things dahil hindi naman ito pursue political in nature to
Ang
if there is yung sabi ni Congresswoman, what's her name?
Luis
Tro, di ba? Whether we like it or not, somebody filed, we have to take it up.
It's their constitutional duty, 'di ba? Pero yun nga, dalawa na yung nag-file ng impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Una, yung coalition of complainant na ang spokesperson nila si former Senator Laila de Lima. Pangalawa, itong sa Progressive Group also, yung Makabayan Bloc na ang kanilang legal counsel naman ay si Attorney Nery Colmenares na we were blessed, 'di ba? We were able to interview him yesterday. Oo. Pero sabi nila, meron bakit ka natatawa? We were blessed to have him.
Si Pope Neri.
Pero hindi. Pero
happy birthday.
Pero sinasabi nila na baka meron pang isa pa na grupo na mag-file ngayon and baka i-endorse ng majority. That we don't know.
Sabi, hindi man sinabi specifically na may isang grupo magpa-file pa. Possibly may isang grupo in the majority that may endorse any of the...
Akala ko may isa pa magpa-file.
Ang sinabi, that may endorse any of the existing complaints from the majority or may file their own. Pero with the number of articles of impeachment already filed, malamang ang pagkaintindi ko is they're not allowed to talk about it yet until walang official stance. Pero it could be that they will consolidate the impeachment complaints and at the same time, these congressmen from the majority will endorse it. Pero no, there's no official directive yet from the House daw.
So, isa-isahin lang natin, yung dun sa grupo nila Senator Laila de Lima na siya yung spokesperson, marami sila mga nilagay doon. Articles of impeachment, 24, 'di ba? At isa doon yung mga betrayal of public trust. Pero sinama din nila yung issue ng mga sa EJK and of course yung iba pang mga issue ni Vice President Sara Duterte when she was still a mayor.
Tapos
kila sa grupo nila, Attorney Nery Colmenares,
betrayal of
public trust lang. Nakafocus lang sila doon. Kasi sinasabi nga din ng ibang mga legal expert nung time na yung unang impeachment complaint pa lang inihain, parang masyadong mahaba ito, mabusisi masyadong marami, yung articles of impeachment. So, eto, ang ginawa ng grupo nila, isa na lang, doon na lang sila magko-concentrate para mas mabilis daw yung magiging proseso if ever. Tapos sabi natin, di ba, when we were able to talk to Senator Laila de Lima and Nery Colmenares, sabi natin, ba di na lang sila mag-consolidate, di ba? Bakit, meron bang implikasyon kapag dalawang grupo pa yung sabi naman ni Senator Laila de Lima, okay lang yan, the more the merrier. Yun ang sabi niya.
Hinga muna. Kasi di ka na humihinga Kinakabahan na ako.
Ano pa?
Kinakount ko lang yung mga hinga ko. Sige, go.
Sinisira mo yung ko.
Your Honor.
Pero yun nga. So, pero syempre, di ba sinasabi din ng mga political expert, tapos ibang mga...
Actually,
ibang mga, tawag dito, mga involved here, ay wala na daw oras. It's a political it's a political move.
Actually, consolidation can be done at the committee level. If they want to consolidate the articles of impeachment at tapos kung ano ipagbobotohan sa committee level, ihahain sa floor, sa plenary, pwedeng consolidated articles of impeachment ibigay. Para pagbotohan nila, tapos makakuha sila ng 100, hindi na 106 103 na lang. Then automatically transmitted to the Senate.
Basta 1/3 kung ilan yung
But let's see muna because may nagsasabi...
Pero sinasabi ni Senator Laila de Lima, mas maganda yung faster version.
Yun na, that's what I was saying. Let's see kasi baka may nagsasabi na there might be a majority I'm not saying majority black, but a majority of congressmen
Na mag-endorse.
na mag-endorse.
O
If
para dumiretso ka agad, hindi na dadaan sa committee level.
Oo. And the burden is on the Senate.
Oo.
Ngayon, iba ang usapan po sa Senado. It's because sa Senate po, these are national officials which are voted nationally. May mga supposedly takot daw na lumaban sa mga Duterte because you might lose Southern vote.
Pero yung iba naman, damn if you
Yung
do,
Congress-
damn if you don't. Kasi syempre sabi nila, paano naman yung mga ibang mga voters?
Yung Congress, di mo matatakot yan because you're representing mga kanya-kanyang distrito yan eh.
Ito nationwide,
Nationwide.
mga Senate.
I just hope at the end of the day, they do what's right and according to their conscience, not according to political color. Kung feeling nila innocent si VP Sara, then by all means, i-acquit nyo, di ba?
Oo, totoo. Yung
Para
sinasabi
matapos
nga,
na tong issue
di ba
na
yung
to?
issue ng confidential funds, sabi ni Senator Chis Escudero, wag mo na magsasalita yung ibang mga senador.
ang dami nagsasalita
they will serve, for context, they will serve as judge, di ba? Doon sa magiging, kung ma-forward ito sa trial sa Senate, magiging judge sila ng impeachment trial. Tapos ang pinaka-lead doon ay yung Supreme Court Justice natin. So sinasabi ni Senator Bato de la Rosa, what's the use of confidential funds if pag-uusapan, 'di ba? Pero sinasabi ni Attorney Nery Colmenares kahapon na na-interview natin siya na meron palang circular, 'di ba, sa GAA, sa General Appropriations Act, na stating doon na dapat ipaliwanag mo kung saan nanggagaling yung confidential
In
funds.
short, sana magbasa daw muna si
Oo,
Senator Bato.
sabi niya. Alright, sige, let's continue with our countdown. Emerging at the top spot is the Palace Fellowship Dinner. Lawmakers present in the event claimed that no one talked about the impeachment complaints against Vice President Sara Duterte. And speaking of impeachment, a third complaint against VP Sara is reportedly being crafted. Here's a report.
The Office of the Secretary General will transmit the two impeachment complaints filed against Vice President Sara Duterte to House Speaker Martin Romualdez next week. But expect more complaints against the Vice President. House Secretary General Reginald Velasco revealed that some congressmen are also crafting their version of an impeachment complaint.
May mga congressman na kumausap sa akin na meron daw silang pinag-iisipang i-file or i-endorse. Kaya on hold kami dito, naghihintay kami, maybe today or Monday. We were just informed na standby lang, baka mag-file kami ng another complaint.
The Makabayan bloc is garnering over 100 votes from 307 lawmakers to pass the resolution of impeachment in the plenary. If they succeed, their impeachment complaint will surpass the House Justice Committee. Hours before the second impeachment complaint was filed, over 200 lawmakers attended the Palace Fellowship Dinner with President Bongbong Marcos on Wednesday night. Deputy Majority Leader and La Union 1st District Representative Paulo Ortega claimed the impeachment raps were not discussed on the table.
Pero hindi nga po napag-usapan yung politika More on ng nasabi ng ating Pangulo. Kung ano yung mga trabaho na ginagawa ng legislative, ng eksekutibo, magtrabaho lang tayo.
He said they only presented a House resolution expressing their support for President Marcos.
Nag-welcome remarks po ang ating Speaker. Prinisinda po natin yung resolution of support. Nag-acceptance po yung Presidente at syempre, he was very touched at saka malaking bagay po sa kanya na may suporta po yung House of Representatives. Pagkatapos po nun, nag-dinner kami 30-40 minutes.
VP Sara has yet to comment about the impeachment complaints against her, but she earlier said that she will not forgive her enemies despite celebrating the Christmas season. Ortega shared some pieces of advice to VP Sara about forgiveness.
Ako nasa lugar niya, siguro, broad po kasi ang pagpapatawad. So, ang pinakauna ko pong gagawin, papatawarin ko muna yung sarili ko bago ako magpatawad ng ibang tao.
Sige, pinapatawad na kita, Diego.
Sarili.
Hindi, ako gusto ko
Wala man akong ginagawa. Kasi kailangan patawarin.
Gusto ko patawarin.
Yan. Pero linawin ko, sabi nga, it's either they're crafting. There's a third group
that's what I heard kasi meron.
Kung pakinggan mo buo, there's a third impeachment being crafted or which
majority will endorse.
Will endorse. So let's see kung ano mangyari.
Yung faster track na sinasabi.
Actually, over the weekend, we will hear updates. For sure, may traction na to sa Monday. Oo. So let's see what happens if they will go the long route input via the Committee on Justice or they will try to gather votes. No, 103 ang kailangan po nila to automatically transmit this to the Senate. And
You have to remember ang tawag dito, sa Congress, kung halimbawa hindi yung faster route yung gagamitin nila, 32 working days na lang yung natitira para sa kanila before mag 20th Congress.
But
Tapos, January will be election period. February election campaign period na.
Pero
diba?
you have to remember,
Tapos
even
March for local.
habang nasa committee level, it doesn't stop daw other congressmen from gathering signatures para ma-automatically endorse. Even while they're hearing daw the complaints for form and substance. Pero kung biglang makakuha ng numero, they transmit it automatic daw. So tuloy-tuloy lang ang the word is campaign.
We have yet to hear any statement regarding this from our Vice President, diba? Wala pa siya.
Wala pa
siyang sinasabi. Yun lang yung kanyang event. I think it was a parang Christmas party ng Office of the Vice President. Pero hindi pa siya nagsasalita tungkol dito sa mga impeachment complaints na final against her.
Silence is divine.
Ay, ganun ba?
Alright. Uy, by the way, no, sa Sunday, banggaan ng dalawang kulay po. Maroon at green.
Yun.
Anong kulay ang mananaig? On Sunday, maroon at green. That's Green Archers, De La Salle University Green Archers. Go La Salle versus UP. Go UP. Fighting Maroons.
Yung UP.
Sa Araneta Coliseum po yan, 5:30 p.m. Game 1 ng UAAP Finals. At alam po natin, every UAAP Finals na nangyayari, mainit ang labanan. And si Kevin Kembao has made it known that after the finals, pag natapos na to, regardless, win or lose, straight daw flight out to Korea. And he'll begin his career sa Korean League.
And this is his last game.
This is his last game. And of course,
UAAP.
gusto niya pilitin sana na
Makapag-champion ulit.
One more champion for the books for Kevin Kembao.
Good luck, and happy weekend sa mga kapatid natin.
Good luck sa mga green.
Natin.
At good luck din sa mga UP. Yes.
Sa mga maroon. Thank you so much kay Marjorie Tan of Buddha's Belly for sending this over.
And all our brunchies, have a happy weekend ahead. Thank you for joining us this week with all the issues. And that wraps up today's episode of Brunch.
Join us again on Monday. I'm Angela Lagunsad Castro.
Go.
Ano ba? And he is Angelo Castro III. We are One News, all sides, all the time.